that is the sum group of formulas, which includes sum, sumif, and sumifs. So sum probably the most simple function in Excel. In terms of the structure of the function, you need to have a start range and an end range. So a start cell really, and an end cell as well. When is this function used? It is used every time you want to actually sum something. Then sumif and sumifs, these two formulas, they allow you to sum based on a specific criterion or criteria. So sumif allows for the summation of a range of cells that meet a specific criterion, whereas sumifs allows for the same thing but with more than one criteria. And if I show you an example now for all these formulas, sum here, what we can do is we have this range here and we want to sum it, and this is what we do. So the sum here is 56. In another scenario, what we can do is we can just select the specific cells that we want to sum, and then separate them using either semicolon, as in this case, or just a comma, because most of the Excel versions they use just a comma, but my version here uses the semicolon, so that's why I'm using semicolon here. So this is what we get. So 1 plus 3 plus 4 equals 8, and then the sum if here, if we just type in the formula, and now we need to find the volume for the grapes, the pears, apples and oranges, based on the volumes that we have in this range here. Just to delete this one here first of all. So now if you remember, sum if usually starts with the criterion range. So this is the criterion range. I'm just gonna go and fix it with the dollar signs. Then I'm going to select grapes, which is obviously our first example, and then I have this sum range here. So we get 338. So the volume for the grapes in our sum range is 338. We can either drag this formula down, or we can just copy paste it really, to get the volumes for the other types of fruit as well. Now using sum ifs, so the example that I have for sum ifs here asks us to find the total sales in Walmart for all the wines that have a price of $6.99 here. So if we just start typing the function sumifs, and then we need to start with the sum range first. If you remember the structure of the formula, and then the first criterion range should be the price here, and we go select that range, and we separate that using the semicolon, and then we select the price here as well, and then we need to go and do the same for the second criterion range, which is here, and then we need to select Walmart. So what we get is total sales of 134,739 units for Walmart for the wine that costs $6.99. Okay, so going back to the presentation now, what we have